I'm sorry, Mache, Wahotasen. This is Lisa Marie. Okay, y'all, I was trying to get it together and apparently I did not. So there you go. But y'all, I'm going to talk about a little bit about designing for culture. I know it's early in the morning. I know it's Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy, hopefully, peace and blessings day. I know for a lot of us, we'll talk a little bit, for a lot of us, Saturdays are actually just as busy as Monday through Friday. And it may be things for the home, your groceries, get your laundry done, whatever, chores, but it's still a lot, and I know it. And I think because I'm in another country and I'm living in Ghana, that my Saturdays become an adventure as well. It's a chore in a sense, but no, actually it's not. It's an adventure. But it's still running errands and it's still, yeah, it is a chore, but it's an adventure. So make your chores an adventure wherever you go, and eventually you'll be in the place where you would want to be. So welcome to Ghana, Akwaba to Ghana. Come to Ghana. I'm in Accra. I am a designer. I design furniture. I didn't design, I picked this furniture out and I picked out the fabric. I chose this fabric and they put it on. I got some other pieces, my armoire, my bed. I'm gonna do another bed. But I also love, so I love home decor. I love African home decor. Now it's not even Afrocentric anymore. It's just African. To me, it's like, y'all gonna have to have a mental shift to watch my mental shifting as I design in Ghana. So remember when I was at the place, that street that had the cane furniture places, that's in Accra. I was looking at those very low chairs. Now, a lot of people commented that it was too low or not good for our bigger or heavier guests. Now, that chair goes with what we would call a coffee table. I don't know if they would call it a coffee table. I don't know if it's a culture of coffee, first of all. I think they would call it a table. I know they make a lot of things because Europeans ask for it because they are in a place where some of these secure buildings are, where a lot of foreigners live. And or this is a table's a table, but I want to give you an example of their average, normal, even chair. That chair was actually normal. That's why they made it. In lots of indigenous cultures, they even squat to cook, squat to sit, squat to use the toilet. They still even have some squat toilets here. And that the idea of, even me, when I gave birth to my child at home, I squatted. That is actually much better for the womb, and not just for the womb and the women, but the prostate in the men as well. The prostate in the man as well. Very important information. So the sitting low, the beds are lower to the ground. This is even Asian culture, I said indigenous culture, who sleep on the floor, who sleep closer to the earth. So, that's great for, to getting rid of, or, preventing some of those electromagnetic frequencies that's coming from all this stuff that we talk about. We talk about health, let's talk about health. Let's talk about health and decor. So the low chairs is actually to go with that coffee table. It's not, you can't really, it's there, it's tiny, and you'll see it better because it's a mess over there right now. To go with that coffee table, there, because the coffee table, we call it a coffee table, so we're assuming we're sitting higher and the table is lower. Check out European design, first of all. Yeah. So, and then we've been to we're higher than, but no, in African designs, everything is in sense, if you want to really incorporate African design, there was a time where the people wasn't even suffering from some of the same diseases that we were not. Overall, people were I would say when I first came to Ghana, my first impressions was that Ghanaians, particularly the Ghanaian men, were little. That's how I would have first described it. Now I've been more around, I've seen, but a lot of times you think, I'm talking about the Ghanaian for generations. A lot of times you see them bigger or taller, not to say that there's no tall Ghanaians. A lot of them be Nigerian, or from the Hausa, that's very specifically. Some of the Muslim women are so tall. Some of the men are so tall. But I'm sure there's tall Ghanaians too. I'm not saying there's not. Actually, Kwesi was tall, and Kojo's tall. So there's a mixture, but there's a lot of average size or small but strong. Kwame's thin but very strong. So don't let that fool you. But they have less issues. And I'm going to share with my personal group some things I can tell you on another note, like they're healthier in so many aspects, is all I can say. And I know that sitting low has something to do with it. So anyway, there's these things, I keep calling them stools, and when I go to ask for them, nobody knows what the heck I'm talking about. You know why? That stool, we call a stool in America, they call it a kitchen chair. You've seen it, the market women sit on it, no matter what size. Most of these women got kadunkas, okay? Their booty's big. But Kwame said, no, they know how to sit in the center of it. That's why they could juggle stuff on their head that is a size of weight that some men can't carry. That's even Ghanaian men. So the idea of sitting low is actually so much more healthier for us. So that's why those chairs were designed. But remember, that's just in the kitchen. That's not a kitchen table per se. That's my kitchen table, if it is. And it's definitely not a dining. I wouldn't have my guests sit there to eat. That's why I'm getting the dining room set that's going in this wall, which I would like to paint the wall, get the blue. I'm gonna have that done for sure. But my dining room set will be in front of that window. So it's just for me. So a lot of times when I cook, I like to be near the food. I don't like to go, first of all, there's no smoke detectors here. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. There's no smoke detectors in my apartment. Not to say they don't have it in Ghana. I don't have one, okay? I'm about to get one though. Although I kind of, okay, actually people do well here without them, so I guess I'm fine. But it's just me. The food is very rich here. The food is very good, so actually it cooks great. And I got those pots from Germany. I ain't lying, them pots is, ooh, them pots cook everything fast and thoroughly that you want to stay. Sometimes I like to chill. And you know, Kwame's here mostly on the weekends. So me and Kwame always like the kitchen. This is like an African thing to be in the kitchen, but it used to be a Southern black thing to be in the kitchen too from the States. Like that kitchen is that's a special, so that's not even for guests. That kitchen table, African style, very low with the low chairs to match, I get to have the African experience, whether it's me reminiscing about that kitchen table in the United States that was so important to Black American or African American women. That is our African culture. I totally connected to the kitchen, first room that I totally connected to. The blue room, when I first came to see the place, I knew the blue room would be my bedroom. But when I moved in, it was the kitchen that totally got me. There's a lot of good cooking going on. So anyway, let me go back. So they sit on these stools, and they use the stools also these stools. I'm gonna keep calling them stools because I'm gonna tell you what they call it, a kitchen chair. I'm gonna say it again. We would call it a stool by any sense of the word, a stool. They call it a kitchen chair. That's why I kept asking for the dang stool that all the market women and everybody has in their house, because when I was at Kojo's house, they was pounding, it wasn't pounding for fufu. We were making contumely with their outdoor stoves. They use coal or charcoal, lighter fluid, and then there's the things that they use to fan the fire while you sit on. I called it the stool again, because you got to be. The stove sit on the floor practically, and it's a little platform that sits on the floor. They call that a kitchen chair. So as a USA, Americans, we have to start even thinking like, oh, when I come to her channel, everything I thought would not work or could not work, it works there because it's a different culture. The people are a different size. The people are used to sitting that low. When Kwame comes to my space, most of the time he lays on the floor. It's a thing, and I could feel how it's grounding him. And it's how I could understand it. Like that's where if he's stomach hurts, whatever he lays on the floor on his belly. He connects to that ground. And I see it. And I notice a lot of times because he's eating with his hands, and he eats from the I forgot, I don't know the Ghanaian name or tree name, but I'll find it. But it's a thing that they pound, pepe, and you can pound a lot of stuff. You can grind a lot, not the mortar and pestle, but the other thing. They eat out of that, and he'll sit on the floor rather than a chair. Anyway, that high chair for them, that's not even good for us. It ain't good for our reproductive system. It's not good for our health. But definitely ain't good. The Ghanaians could take it or leave that bad boy, especially ones that was really got them village kind of roots. They can feel that kind. So think about it. So that coffee table, and think about it, we're calling it a coffee table. Like I said, they only call it what we call it. They just call it a table. Coffee, right? That's not even a thought. That's not even so Eurocentric in general. We might start calling, we say armoire, they say wardrobe, because that's what you're going to put in it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see your wardrobe. Let me see your clothes. That's what, okay, kitchen table, kitchen chair. I keep telling y'all that the language informs the culture. Kitchen chair. It's not a stool. you sit on it and you sit low to the ground. You cook low to the ground. You eat low to the ground. You pray low to the ground. I mean, earth people. So that chair, and that's like I said, that's my little private, because I like the kitchen. Once I get that yellow done and get them little, maybe just the one of the cabinets that's open, you know, and do something nice, like I'm gonna work it out, you know. I love the kitchen. So that's just a quick, don't want to go. This dining room, that's when I really having a great meal, or I'm having company. When you see that, like, and I want to come out because I'm going to be decorating that table. It's going to be for tablescapes. The girl need to be doing some tablescapes every once in a while. Just make you feel good. And it's also for when family and friends are coming, because I'm getting the table and the 2 chairs, and then I'm having the 2 other chairs. It might be the peacock. There's so many beautiful chairs. I need 500 houses to buy all the furniture I would want. The wood and the woodwork, or the cane work and the woodwork. But the cane work is amazing. So it's cane here, and I'm all about the cane, so yes. So let's see, good morning. Peace, naturally clever, true. My 80-year-old Korean neighbor still, that's right, squats to do most things, that's right. Europeans taught us to do most things against nature, yes, like giving birth on our back. Exactly, that's why I squatted. Our indigenous people ancestors knew best. Yes, ma'am. Peace, everyone. Hey, Black Minds, naturally cover. Peace at Black Mind. Hey, Lady Naturally. Yes, floor, yes. It probably keeps the knees healthier sitting low. That too. So many here need knee and hip replacements. It's true. I'm love learning this. My godmom said wardrobe. That's right. She was Gullah. Come on now. I know, because the furniture is so big. Yes. So people can say, oh, the chair. I mean, I just wanted to show. I know y'all didn't know. It's not going to fit your bigger guests. It ain't that many. The big people sit on it too. They just sit on, like he kept saying, you just center it. Like, I mean, like, duh. Like, the chair is for everybody. It's a goddamn kitchen chair to them, right? So it wasn't odd to them at all that the chair would be that they needed a chair for the low table. That makes sense. The chair at the table. You know how healthy I'm going to be. I mean, my bowel movements are off the chain here. And especially since, I will even say, since Kwame, I didn't even really realize this, since Kwame came into my life even, because Kwame is just a Ghanaian, so his very existence is very Ghanaian, right? And so I learned a lot by watching, but then I could see, I kept asking for that dang stool. He was puzzled. I would ask the market ladies, they would look at me probably like, I was like, oh, the one you sitting on. And he's like, oh, they was like, oh, it's called a kitchen chair. That was it for me. I understood. I understood, because that's how I see them sit. Like I said, you go outside, you cook, you sitting on that chair. You can't sit higher, everything's low. Everything's low. The way the women sweep, the bending over position of that, that's why their bodies are so beautiful. It's like they're getting stretches. They're grounding themselves. They're exercising their uterus. I mean, she needs exercise too. How's she gonna make and produce all them beautiful, amazing, strong African babies? I see African babies carry bricks that men can carry. You think I'm playing? I see African babies carry 2 of those packets, maybe 12 in a pack, waters that's heavy for 2 babies. I'm talking about, I don't even know if they were 2. I've seen them fall in places that we would just fall out and die. I've seen stuff I've never seen. The strength too, in so many ways, ladies come into the group, I'll talk about that, is different. It's the natural, it's how all of us would be if we had more of a natural lifestyle. And the lifestyle is not just the way we do it in the States, it's food. That's my natural lifestyle. It's food and herbs and food and herbs and food and herbs. Not counting all where you got to go to work every day, who you sleeping with every day, all the levels of stress, the media coming to you every day. You know what I'm saying? You just know it's a balancing lifestyle. So the furniture would have to. So that's why I'm so attracted to that small, short table. And of course, when I saw the chairs that they made the table, so why not? And they made the chairs to match the table. Like it's a win-win. Now they want a little more than I'm willing to pay, but I think I can come to an in-between price that would be perfect for both of us. I'm about to work that deal, because my tables and 2 chairs should be waiting for us. But the cane people, sometimes when it rains, it's raining. If you could hear the rain nonstop so far. They won't come out in the rain, or they'll call it quits early. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to Malata. That's where I go with to see Faustina, and that's me and Kwame's thing now. And go shopping for my food for the week, and then on Monday they come to clean her and the family. So, but yeah, y'all. So this is all a whole nother You're gonna have to look at it differently. You're gonna have, and that is what I want. That's the first thing I think that we would want to do, because the world is rapidly changing, and everybody can attest to that. Everybody could agree to the rapid changes that are occurring. And we have to grow and change rapidly. We have to think globally. No more will we say the black man and the black woman. Which ones? That's a bigger family. We have to think differently about the way we call normal, the way we eat as African Americans as opposed to Africans, the way we even sit, the way our furniture is constructed. It's all very much not Afrocentric at all. And it's not healthy thus in that, following behind the wrong people. So I immediately loved the bed. I remember the sister I was with, she was not feeling them low beds. I think she went and got hers high. No, I don't need that. Even the idea of, I didn't know that I was perfectly fine with my little self in a full and can share with another comfortably. That the idea of even the big queen size bed, why? It was because I heard it, because that's what people said. That's what adults do, right? When you're grown, you get your queen size or even your king size. You don't even need that much bed. And I just thought how much more room. That's why I really was like, and I was like, how much room? I want room instead of going real. The bed don't pay no rent, but the bed got a permanent place to live. And it's taking up a lot of it. You ever think about that? Like, this is my space, I'm paying for it, so I want the space. Everything is different. That's why all the stuff in here, so not necessary. So not necessary to Ghanaian life, but beautiful, meaningful, purposeful things to me is great. But I can. If I was into maximalist like I was so daily, I would, and that's okay too. Nothing's bad, nothing's wrong, it's all good, but there's a culture, and so I'm designing with culture in mind, but it is our culture, Africans everywhere, it's our culture. So African Americans, when you think about buying pieces, if I start selling these lower pieces, you're buying it for that. Even, but it's not just us, the Indians as well, right? That's what those stools, you saw how they were supposed to be. People thought people would put their feet on. People did not think they were chairs. I think y'all called them, I don't know, other things, but they like stools, but not chairs in a sense, but they're chairs. I kept calling them chairs. It's funny, I was thinking African before I even got here. People would call those things everything. In my mind, they were chairs. That's when I saw them, they were chairs to sit on. By itself, legitimately chairs, more seating. But in America, people say that, oh, everybody's not gonna sit there. Well, that's not fair to my lifestyle. Or people will say, taking off shoes. Everybody in the States don't want to take off their shoes. Well, in Ghana, before you enter most houses, you take off your shoes. And you would want to, there's a lot of dust and dirt out here, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's natural. You don't want to walk in the White House with your dirty shoes on, you know what I'm saying? So the culture is different, and I feel that I don't need to come here and try to make Ghana be what I want it to be, in a sense, as far as there's a naturalness to the life that's actually better for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. It is better for us to sit low. It is, so many things that they do is so much better for us. It's normal and natural, but we brought into what normal and natural is, so we don't know ourselves. So that's why I hope when you come to this channel, like, come with an open mind, and if you don't, and I love your comments, because if you have comments or questions, make them, so that I can help you to understand it in the way that I understand too. Because I get to teach Kwame certain things, like, well, in the States, they're used to. We got to, I think that the thing that I feel like as Black Americans, and maybe other diasporas, I'm sure, we have to kind of be willing to lose a lot of that Americanness in order to really fully embrace Africa and whatever country you're in Africa. Like, I mean, in so many ways. And then it would be harmonious. Or you can live here like expats. You have your Jamaican community. I always think of Jamaican community, why come here if you're gonna be with each other? Or you have your Black American community, but why come here if you're just gonna be with each other? Like, I mean, it's not big a lot, but it's there, or that's what you still go back and all you hang out with. But why do that when you gotta why you here then? Just stay in your country then, because you come here, you have your own little community. I mean, I think resource centers, yes, but I don't know about, I don't think you want to do that. Come here and immerse yourself. I know we hear that a lot, it sounds so corny now, and I'm so sorry to be saying it, but immerse yourself in the culture in every way. I love being with Ghanaians. I prefer it. I never feel like alone or scared or like, it's not like being with a bunch of you-know-who's. Now see, that's dangerous and very scary, and you should run from any situation like that when you're the only one amongst them. But being with Ghanaians, and I'm not Black American, I don't feel different. That language that I feel African. I know it sounds weird, it's very emotional. I feel African. I feel no difference. The language don't feel different, nothing. I can't understand the words, every word, none of that. They can never take that feeling away. Only you can. So when you connect to that feeling, it's not nobody could say or do, but then on top of it, I get African women so much during the day. It's unbelievable sometimes, and it's beautiful, and it's meaningful, and it's celebratory, and it's exciting, and it's being seen, and for who and what I am. Even in Africa, I'm an African, and it's beautiful, y'all. So and a lot of it, the patch is quilting. The black eyed peas that came from here, I eat it every day almost, and the okra is the same. We really are from Africa. We really are African. And once you allow yourself to let African be taught to you by Africans, and not by asking a lot of questions, unless you want to, that's okay, but by observing and seeing what they do and how they do, and then even seeing why, how much sense it makes. Everything, like the food, that fufu is good for you. That fufu do magic stuff. Ladies come into the intensive. That fufu does magic stuff, some magic food. It's a very, very magic food. And I get it in vegan, I get it from a vegan restaurant, so I'm having, and the mushrooms, they got these mushrooms that are they ain't psychedelic, they ain't gonna take you out, they're gonna take you in. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to nourish your body in ways that, I don't know, the mushrooms are very healing. They have the texture to me of a meat too. They're so thick and the stem is strong. And so you have the mushrooms, you got the palm oil, which somebody said fountain of youth, right? Makes your skin beautiful. Palm oil is everything about it supposed to be great when you really have the pure, like they do in the village. And this is the vegan place. And they used to have the tempeh and the tofu in it, which was delicious, but they don't have that in the last few times. It's just the mushrooms and the palm nut soup, or you can get the ground nut, which is peanuts. Peanuts come from Africa in the sense that, I was thinking about that brother, George Washington Carver, am I right about that? Yes. Discovered all the healing benefits of the peanut. It's just too cool. So, yeah, y'all, it's a kitchen. A kitchen chair is a squatting chair, we would call it. I remember I was going to the bathroom and their bathroom situation ain't cool, and they was like, I'll tell you about that in the story. And it's a funny story. I'll tell you about that another time. Okay. For you, Black minds, work that deal, sister. Yes, girl, you know that's the fun part, right? Naturally clever. I've seen it on video. The babies put grown folk to shame. Look at the nutritional food you guys eat daily, though. That's right. The babies are getting it right from the beginning. No eating much junk. Not at all. I never saw a family eat the junk food. Grand Rising Queen and me gentes. Hey, on me. And Natural Clever says, most non-Americans remove their shoes before entering their home. That's right. That's why you see Asian, Africans, etc. wearing slides. That's right. No matter the time of year, that's right. It makes it much easier coming and going. There you go. This is true. That's brilliant. You had me laughing over that patch last night. My sister said, make her some patch glasses to let you know, right? Yes. Yes. I want patch everything. They ain't get it, y'all. I was trying to get that patch raincoat. They thought I went too far. They was like, ooh. Oh, I was like, oh, why, oh. Like, I think it's the work. I think, y'all, they looked at me like shaking their head like, don't do it. I was like, yeah. She said, okay, wait. Do you want me to make, I was like, basically, do you want me to make the patchwork skirt? Yes. And then you want the patchwork pants. Yeah, I want those two trousers, yeah. And then the jacket, no, yes, the coat too. He's like, no. So she said, I promise I'll get you something beautiful. I said, I'm going to let you roll with this one. But I'm going to have my patch. So Yeah, and that bag yesterday, I love Patchwork so much, I didn't even know what I was buying. Let me just tell you, I just saw the pattern, right? So his brother was having, it was when it was first hitting it, because it's hitting now. It's like, you see it here and there, it's coming up, in the little art centers, they set in the for the artist people, right? Anyway, and I saw it and I was like, oh my God, they got them in bags, right? So I bought these 2 bags. I didn't know they were laptop bags, so that's what they are. One is a laptop, the one that Kwame had yesterday, and then there's the other one that's a longer one. So I don't know, like I'm gonna use it for something else, but they got bags that I can wear for girl bags, like badass bags, you know what I'm saying? So that one, every time I come see Kwame, I carry my waters. I ain't had one bottle yet today, so I'm real behind. I carry my waters with me so that I can have my waters during the day in like a little plastic bag. And I was still, wait, I got these Patchwork laptop bags. That small one is durable. It's more durable than the bag. It looks good. And Kwame always takes the bag. He can carry this, still look nice, and he carrying the bag. So it was perfect. I'm gonna use the other one too as like a carry, but I'm going to get some real fashionable, like nice lady, patch bags that they got out here. They are screaming. The Patch clothes is off the hook. I want a patch jumpsuit, okay? I want a patch jumpsuit. I want a patch, tube top dress. I want a patch tube top. I want a patch life. And then when I'm done, I'm done. When I get that final patch, whatever that patch for me, I know me, I stop. I just got to get it. It's something that, because like I said, because they have fashion here, I don't know who's wearing it. I always keep thinking maybe it's the people that go out at night, because I don't see the everyday people, but I'm not everywhere. But the art center has it, or the style of like the three-tier dresses is a style, but they come in fast. They like fast fashion out here too. So you got to hurry up some stuff. To us, it's not like that. You understand what I'm saying? To the diasporas, that's a good piece. Because they're using traditional sometimes the fabrics, but they're doing all this new stuff. But to the diasporans, we grab that stuff. That patch is beautiful. It's classic. And that's what we got to not do in fashion. That's what we don't want to bring that kind of way of thinking. I think in Ghana or anywhere else where you're making it such fast fashion, this is not garbage, what you just made. And the Indigenous symbols is not just trending or trendy. That this is an piece of art. So I don't like that I see that in some ways, because it makes you have to grab the thing, or you might not see the dang thing. So I got to get some patch. Or what you can do is just buy the fabric and just say, the patch, yeah, I know, it's not the season. Okay, the patch, I need to make 50 of them patch bags, because we in the States, we want it. And let me just say, the patch is based on the ancient, as we did hundreds, I don't know how many years they've been doing the patch. But like I said, when I saw it, and I saw it with my own eyes at the art center, it was the men in Cheers doing it, and they were patch, and they're those expensive. I mean, not expensive, but they cost more. They're expensive, and they're riveting in there. But this is based on that, and that's why it's so dang cool, and everybody looks so good in it. I noticed the men here will put them patch on, because the men look good in that patch. That patch is. So yeah, you got to be smart out here as a diaspora and a designer. Get that stuff. It's the good stuff. They just whatever. Next, we shouldn't be like them. We should hold on a little bit, but it's okay. Things change and things grow. Dresses because of the patchwork. Yes, I was so inspired. I crocheted me a patch dress. Yes, ma'am. So I get it. Since you get it, maybe our ancestors did patch dress, and it's in our blood. I believe that. I believe that naturally clever. I feel you on that. Hey, Zumba Queen 7, the bag Kwame had yesterday was made. Yes, I would definitely buy one. They call yes, and that's right. Thank you, Zumba Queen. The messenger bags. That's what those are. The other one is the laptop bag. You're right. That's it. And you know what? That's why I'm gonna grab them. For they be getting into next style, because they didn't understand, like, and even Kwame, I was like, Kwame, this gonna look good on a guy, it's gonna look good on a girl, but here, this the bag for the day, and it look, that in the bag, even the laptop one, I'll show y'all. Let me show y'all right now. Hopefully I can get to it so y'all can really see it. I agree with you, that's girl. Before they start losing this style, I said, oh Lord, I gotta hurry up. But the good part is I got the seamstress, y'all, who is freaking, here it is, right here. That's a divine right there. Kind of, sort of. No, it is. It's a magnificent. So she, even if they try to hurry up and just be in and out, we'll catch it. I said, oh no, y'all. The rest of the world, we don't know. We need it, and we will keep it. So this is the Patch laptop bag. Has the little of that, and Let's see, nicely made. The other one I think has an inner zipper. This one don't. This one is basic, but I love, you know what I love? Oh no, it does. It has this. Hey, so that's for, I got one hand. But apparently that's a zipper for your cell phone. That's what I'm gonna call it. So you do have the zipper. That is excellent. And look at the beautiful patterns. Okay, that's the kente. See, don't get confused. Just stunning. I love it so much. The Ghana dress I have. I got some of these patterns. That's why I love it. I mean, what a display of African beauty, and I just love it. I grabbed it. I'm about to go grab some more, but like I said, I'm not gonna have to worry because my girl can make them. Because she showed me the patchwork skirt, and I was like, oh yeah, that's why I was trying to get everything. They wasn't understanding, y'all. Isn't that cute? And you see the strap, and I put a knot in it because it's really long. Like I said, what I like about the patch is the men and the women look good. Y'all about to have some, that seamstress, you know what I'm gonna say now? I'm gonna say, just do what I say right now. Do what I say now. I came over here. Oh, I thought the patch bag was over here. Well, that's good, it's not. Oh, yes it is. Hold on, let me show y'all the patch bag. And this is the one that Kwame had yesterday. That he said that he was thinking that both of these were what they were making for the laptops. Just how pretty is that, y'all? Look at the bright. I mean, and this patch is happy. Who could, and look, I like High Life, and they patch, and this one I knew this was for me. Let me show y'all. This how I knew this was my patch, because on it has High Life. What? Yeah, patch, baby, patch. I love it. Y'all see, I'm crazy for cuckoo. And then if your phone could fit in there, got that. You see how it sits. So this is like I even call it like my work. And this one, my sketching can fit in. So if I wanted to sketch outside, oh yeah, I gotta tell you, I sketched out my armoire. So basically I designed my armoire and gave my sketch to the armoire guy. Yeah, can we celebrate right now? But this has an inner zipper as well, and the outer zipper, and my water that I should probably be drinking some of that. But that's what it is. So that was our previous bag, sewing with. But I was like, no, I got this bag. Because see, I get stuff, I want to use it. I don't want to just look at the patch. Oh, even on the patches, on the strap. Should we have some? I know we're going to have patch in the store, regardless of what y'all say. No, y'all love it. I love it too. Clever gets it. It's beautiful. Look at all these things. Mosquito things, we be burned. I'm about to get it up. No judgment. Okay, look at them. Oh, let me wear these shoes today. I forgot it's raining. Oh, let me think about my outfit for today. See, I need those tight pants, but I need the ones, because they got them. The bell-bottom ones that I got, but they got the ones without the bell. More like a legging. I need those for these times if I want to do that. That's what I need. All right, Kwame. All right, so yes, and then this is my fabric that, my curtains, but this is the table. So look at the table. Oh, don't fall. Oh no, I'm ruining it with incense. No, I wasn't supposed to be there. But anyway, this is the small table. Remember the chairs? See, the chairs were with this low table. And it's gonna go in the little kitchen. We were gonna clean these today, the calabashes, but it's raining, so they need drying time. But yes, the patch. So now I'm gonna have a skirt, patch pants, and I'm going back, I'm gonna have a design, a patch. I'm gonna do the sketch for the patch jacket. I wish you saw my sketch on my vanity. It was that blue table I already had. It was just I can go sit underneath like a desk. I want my vanity like a desk. And I have the one drawer, because I'm gonna put those little dividers into, because my stuff, my jewelry, everything needs space. And then I designed 2 drawers on the side. I could have went for 3, but I know me, there'd be more stuff to clutter. And 2 drawers on the side. So I could just put those divider, cases, or what we call them, trays. And because I need my rings need a place, my necklaces need a place, my bobby pins need a place, my beads, I'm a bead girl, and I'm about to get color beads now, so I need beads, my little small rubber bands, my tools for my hair, And then I want the vanity to be able to fit my nail polish, my facial, whatever stuff. Like, I know what I need, so hopefully the drawers will be enough. I had a small one, and then I did, of course, the mirror on it, but I want the mirror round. I don't want the square or thing. And then this with particular cane weaving that this particular man does. So that's not going to be ready for 2 weeks, but that's okay, because whenever vanity comes, it's not like it's just a season for your vanity. The moment it comes, it's good. The way it looks like, I probably could use it for a desk too, but I'm just that kind of person. That's like mixing business with pleasure. And my vanity is all about pleasure. Like, that's when my skin looks the best. When I have a vanity, because I'm sitting down and I'm cleaning my face every night, and I'm getting up in the morning and I'm cleaning my face every day. It's just a way for me to just, and I can even talk to y'all and do that, So anyway, I measured my space. Y'all was giving him the feet and the inches. I was so proud of myself, because Kwame wasn't here, so I did everything. And then I've decided that, that stool in the bedroom, the 2 stools, I feel like they like the Ashanti stools that we bought from the cane people, the cane stools. Everything's cane. So the cane stools, because I'm trying to save space, and I have more furniture. So I made it so that stool that's on the wall, not the wall that I got, the one where the light comes to, that's the one that's staying there. But on the other wall, that's where the vanity's gonna be. And the stool's gonna be able to go underneath the vanity. So we can save space, don't have to create another chair, and also don't have to have the chair be with a back. And use the stool I already got as the stool for the vanity. How I get to use it every day, so I'm using it. It gets to be tucked out the way, and the vanity is good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I'm excited. So I gave him the sketch and with all the measurements, the extra little notes, and then I have a round mirror, like I said, with that weaving of the cane. And the whole thing is gonna be made of cane, I think, or it's gonna be made of wood. I looked at it, but I didn't think about that part. It looks like the rest is wood. I'm not sure. Wood cane, all of it. It's still mine, and it's specifically made for the space. So I put that in, y'all, and I paid half down, and that gives me a chance to get the rest. I'm probably gonna go back and get those stool chairs. They were a little more, but we can negotiate down a little more. We got them at one place, then we get them at another. Well, we didn't get them at one place. He got it, but I need to come to another agreement. It wasn't even an agreement. We didn't make it. We walked away and was like, come better, dude. And we ain't say it like that, but that's basically what we said. And so, come better, man. So I'm gonna come work a deal with him in the rain where he be out to make a deal, because ain't nobody coming over there. We'll see. The reason why they don't go down or they could fight you is because white folks is living across the street and they buy all that stuff and they could pay the money. So they look at you and say no, because they figure them gonna come, them gonna pay. So, other places you can negotiate, but they still here for negotiation, because you are supposed to negotiate. It is built into the culture. You are not, if you don't negotiate, then you feel like, you not even feel like you got had. Everybody around you gonna feel like you got had. So negotiate. Negotiate is great. Kwame does it well. I think we work as a team, I play sweet and innocent. Okay, I ain't gonna tell you the game. He don't even know it's a game. This is what we do. It's a natural thing that happens. I get all of my girl, and then he do then the tree, and then the guy make him. Okay, we ain't gonna tell the strategies. That's our business. Okay, yes. Yes, Anika, yes, Zumba. Natural Clever says, I love that Kwame has been inspired to wear his African tees. They look nice. Yes, honey, we picked that one out together. The guy pulled it up. I was like, you need an African tee. Let's come get one. And he's like, oh yeah, they hardly cost nothing. I said, yeah, you need to get 2, but let's go. And the guy pulled out one, and we both was like, no. He pulled up that one. We both was like, yes. I was like, yeah, man. The patch be activated. So it be activating, selling your memory, girl. Omi Funke, yes. Natural Clever says, revive it all, sis. That's right. Make them remember how dope we are, because they are abandoning it, and the others are taking it to the runway. Like, yes, like it's, you know what? Naturally Clever. I just got to take a moment for your statement and just your whole vibe, because you get the work that I'm doing even before, in a sense that I am just getting. Do you know what I'm saying? I heard Spirit said the work you're doing is so important. For those that have eyes to see, they can see. You are actually giving them back their culture and letting them see how dope and cool and beautiful and young and hip, because that's what they still want, because you're right. I'm telling you, I can tell you that it's happening. They take the furniture, they have the people make it, and they go advertise it because the people, let's say the artisan made some cups. I exaggerate not. And then they show you the magazine, and it ain't on the continent of Africa, I'll just tell you that, where they're selling the stuff for this extreme amount of money, and they never mention that it was made in Africa, it was from, they act like it's Swiss. Like Swiss make wood too, you know that, because you know they make chocolate, right? Not. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is the most, so what I'm doing is saying, no, y'all, that stuff you buying is ours, but they put it under their names. And what I'm doing is saying, y'all stuff is the dopest stuff around the world, and look what y'all wearing. And what they're buying too, the stuff is not even brand new American or Chinese clothes, they're straight used clothes. When yours is so much better. And the seamstress, if you can't find a seamstress in Africa, you lost your mind. You in the wrong place. So the beauty of it, yes, I think, and I see the excitement and the whole bit, and that's why I'll be trying to hurry up. She said, no, you couldn't do the patch coat. I wanted to say, oh, I could do the patch coat. You can't do the patch coat. That's what it is, you know. So I think the thing is, you know, and that's what I think that, you know, maybe diaspora is bringing. But I feel like as a diaspora, what I'm bringing to the African continent and fashion, I believe is, oh, yes, you can. No, we about to do it all now. Put it up in their face, patch down. God dang it, that's the whole thing. You know, and not necessarily, of course, as an African American, you take the pieces you want. But I go there with it. And it's not me that goes there with it. I think this cloth goes there with it. It's not even me. Wait, does this cloth not go there with it? Like, they went there. That's going there. This patch is going there. So that's why Africa and Ghana and this fashion, but African fashion relates to me, because I go there. If you that person that go there, you whatever that means for you, it don't even have to be clothes or fashion, but you go there, you take it there, you go all the way. Like somebody said, somebody looking good, maybe they matching whatever back in the Black American culture, be like, oh, it's all that now. Oh, it's all that. Yeah, because everybody know. You know how you coming in, you know, town, you looking good, you coming out your house looking fresh, you know. Oh, so that's like that now. It's like that. Yes, I went there. That's Africa. Kente cloth goes there. And Thinker Simples goes there. What? We need to go there. Sometimes the American keep you all in the European way, keep you all tight ass. You don't go there no more. You don't go there with nothing. Everything is just enough, just passive, just European. Go there. Like we go there with our dances. We go there. Go there with our preaching. We go there. So we need to go there with our fashion. So I'm here to go there. Hey, what's up with that? What's up with that? Yes, thank you, Queen. Beautiful, naturally. All of y'all. Naturally clever. You already know. Yes, Omi right, Omi no. Naturally says, you are sis, divinely timed and divinely right. Me die, see. So Lisa, what kind of metal is the spiral made of on the seat in the kitchen chair? I gotta look, because I'll find out. I'm not sure. That's a great question. Yes, we're going there, right? We're going there. Yes, we got to. So especially at this point in our lives, and I mean all of our lives, no matter how old you are, because we're all at this point. And this is a point to remember, right? So what is it really about? It's about advanced acceleration. And basically, it's on African people's time. And it's a lie that they make it that African people's time mean we late for everything. We're not late, but we're going to be late. African people's time encompasses so much more than that. We got to even look at African proverbs, African fables, African language in the way that is African, not from a Eurocentric lens or a Eurocentric anthropology lens at that, or anthropological lens. That's why y'all, if you're not, you should $47 for the masterclass, Kwame's class. That's why I chose him to teach. Because just like being around him, I'm learning of Ghana in a way that no book could ever teach. That's why I'm not right now having that maybe an African American, somebody else teaching you the language. Not that they don't, you're not going to feel everything, because you are, because there are some experts out here that can actually in a way teach in the same way I'm sure that I'm going to help Kwame teach it. But Kwame himself is a Ghanaian, and he is into the proverbs, and so it's all way deeper. It's like, I want him to teach in his class. I wanted you to take the Faustina class, and I let her cook the contumely the traditional way. What I'm doing is bringing you not what I want African culture to be. I want to bring you what African culture is. That's why I do my best. The African healer that I'm looking for, that's why it's an African herbalist, rather healer, herbalist. You need to know. I need to know. We are amazing, and I'm doing my part, and I'm excited. I'm excited about how we doing this. Yes, the spiral is working. And that's right. Let's talk about the spiral of the cheer and the magic and the healing and the high comedic science and that. Let's hear it for the Happy Root Chakra. You so absolutely, there you go. Come on, Omi. Yes, ma'am. Right, because you can't really be behind and be the global trendsetter. Exactly. Yes, naturally. Right. So, Ashe. So, thank you, y'all. We went to church today. I woke up this morning because Kwame always say, but we had a Bluetooth, but we want to talk about the electronics here. Help us, God. Listen, before you come to Ghana, or maybe any other country in Africa, I'm not really sure, you should make sure you got your equipment. Get your best laptop. You want to buy a new one, that's a good time. And backup stuff and batteries and your maybe 2 iPhones if that's what you like, or Android. Just have your stuff, your Bluetooth. Bring your Bluetooth. Just bring one. Just get the one you love, like the electronics. And then I think they're expensive. They ain't there yet because they're trying to keep them like that. They don't want them first world. Don't forget that. I'm sorry. I hope this video lost. Oh Lord, let me put them up. But I'm just saying. So bring all your equipment. If you got kids coming, bring their stuff, okay? And then cherish it. Cherish that. I don't know. Maybe Amazon is doing right. And then I'm not sure that if you sent something to go through customs, you're going to receive it. I'm just scared. There's a lot of stuff going on. So I'd be scared to send me an iPhone. No, but they get iPhones through the mail all the time. But then they probably pay off the people. That's okay. Anyway, let's stop. I love you, and the video must go up. We can't get too deep, but I love it. Okay, all right. Yes, they have been in my home. Yes, the spirals are everything, literally. Yes, they're everything. Got you. The whole universe and the cosmos and spirals, y'all. Oh, my God. And he was explaining to us why they cost a little more. He says the process takes more than a day. He said we can make these bigger ones in a day. We can't make this in a day. So I'm about to go and get that one, and they're going to make me the other one, and I'm going to give them people their money. Because it's still, let me tell you what starts to happen. I'm going to be here for almost 4 months. See, it's not in dollars anymore. If you put everything in dollars, well, hey, it's cheap, it's in dollars, but you don't have dollars. You got, I'm just saying, in your hand, you got CDs, and CDs go faster than dollars, because if it was home, that 20 would make a big difference. But when you go, 100 Ghana CDs is only 20 US, about, depending on the rate of the day. See, that don't sound like a lot, but if you spend 60, you might not spend 60 every day in the States, but here you could, because it's the CDs. At the same time, there's a metaphysical thing that I find is going on. Because it is the CDs, it's still in your mind don't equate to that dollar that you consider the money. You actually spend it more freely, thus creating more of it. Because you're not holding on, because you don't see that 20. You see that 100 Ghana, which in your mind, it looks like more, which makes you spend in a way, because it's not really money, but it is money, but it's not. It's a mad, but it works for me. It's a less of a fear to let it go. I can't explain it. It just works. And so, because that law of release is very important. Like if you had a bunch of stuff and you kept it in your house, you're probably gonna lose it. You're not supposed to hoard it. It's the spiral we're talking about. It's the cycle, it's the circle. So that's very important to generate. So it takes that, you don't see the dollar. So yeah, when they say 500 CDs, in your mind, that's going $100. That ain't that much compared. But if you do that all the time, that 500 be like, ooh, I took out 1,000. I spent the 500 in one shot. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at and I just circulate and I just figure it's not that much, and so it keeps happening. But it's beautiful. But that's a whole masterclass, 2 hours that I'm going to teach. I'm doing the class with the intensive for 30 days. And I'm glad people are joining. But I think I'm just after the 30 days, it's going to be special for us. I'm going back to just the 2 hours so you can come in and really get the knowledge and understanding of the spiritual, natural world and how it really works. And it's masterful. It's a masterful world. And we are the masters. So give thanks. All right, y'all. Get it, Lisa. Yes, yes. Oh, me. Yes. Sacred Spirals. Yes. Clever. Emma. Hey, Emma. We want them. Yes. You got CDs. Yes. Money plus currency plus circulate all the time. All the time. Currency. Love that. All of it. Current flow. We flowing today. We caught up in the vortex. We all up in the vortex, aren't we? With the patch. Gotta have the patch. Yo, y'all, you should have saw that. They both was like, no. I was like, they ain't there yet. They ain't there. That raincoat was going to be patch bad. But I said, I hold back. But now I really hold back because I'm going to have some sketches for her. I guess. I'm going to have some sketches for her for 2 dresses and a jumpsuit. Okay, I just said, yeah, it's 2 different dresses and a jumpsuit. Yeah, that's all. Patch. After that, we're going to get in touch with the patch man that I know at our center. At least it was that day. But Kwame know where to get the patch. So we can offer because in the boutique online, we want to add, kind of an exclusive room in the site that you can go into and order the kente, the real patch, the real mud cloth, the real Kuba cloth. We got to have those higher end because that's important. And those are, for me, I want everything that I just named to y'all, I'll name for y'all. I want that, and I'm gonna make sure I have somewhere where I store that beautiful stuff. I will bring it out, I will use it too, but it really is something that is, I feel like as it's gonna one day, when Africa really comes back, that kind of stuff is gonna be worth a lot, and just for the business-minded investors, but also it's gonna be worth a lot to you. The patches, the quilts that many of us couldn't take. See, it's funny now because my grandmother, great-grandmother, Zula Missouri Makata from North Carolina was a quilt. She quilted. She was a quilter. And my grandmother and my aunts were making quilts together because my grandmother had that skill as well. And the quilts were here all the time. And my aunt, before she passed a few years ago, had a fire. And the quilts were in a suitcase. And my youngest, this is when you don't teach the culture to the younger ones, thought it was nothing to throw the suitcase away. But we found a letter that was from 66, before the year I was born, talking about my grandmother going up north. It was beautiful, but she took the quilts with her. She still knew how to quilt. And even though I didn't, that is a tradition I know for African Americans, and it's literally in mine. So yeah, the patch do something else for me. Like you right, it do something. I'd be like, I was maybe going too far with the patch coat. I really don't know. I mean, we should have saw it maybe, but I'm not because I'm coming back for more. And I'm gonna get, like I said, the stuff that's already beautifully designed. I'm gonna have to get it pretty soon in order. But it doesn't matter because once I get the prototypes of what I want, then we good. Because then even when they so-called go into what's the next fashion, we will all have our patch and be living large. You gotta remember again, because they're not really truly understanding what they have. They're doing still in some ways like Europeans do. And to me, this may be my first initial feeling. And I think that's again with maybe diasporans, we honor the kente. We know that mud cloth. We understand that Kuba in a different kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why us grabbing it and not letting it be a style is going to be muy importante, mi gente. You know what I'm saying? So, que pasa? Yeah, sí. So, importante. It is. So I'm about this life, and I'm about the preservation of African culture through its decor, artifacts, fashion. This is art, but this is spirituality. This is the cosmos, and this is the 4 so-called corners of the world. It is the everything is everything, a saying that comes out of ancient Kemet, and it is the spiral of creation. It's Africa, and our stuff is more than what you can see. And I want to bring that. All right, ladies. like, share, subscribe, comment this Sunday, tomorrow. Thank you for the ladies that signing up. Y'all should be packing this class with my sister and this astrology for us and asking questions and learn about the charts and maybe understanding more about yourself. She's bad. She's informative. Tomorrow from 1 to 3 p.m. You can buy all the way up to the time. For those that can't make the live and you just want to buy the recording, you will be able to do that. So those that don't want to be on Facebook or not on Facebook, you can buy the recording. It's $47. Buy it. And then next Saturday, Sunday is going to be Kwame teaching his tree class. I'm going to call it a deeper tree. It's going to be all the ways to say hello and get around, but you're going to learn about the customs to why you do certain things and why the greetings are so important and how to really understand the culture through the language. Got to be something extra we bring. And so it's going to be magnificent classes. And then I'm hoping this month that I'm sure, because Kwame, I'm sure, got this all settled out, we can do the African herbalist, have them talk about the herbs of Africa, the things and even stuff that we're dealing with, and how the Africans have healed themselves for so long. We're going to hear straight from the African herbalist, the traditional African herbalist, as they say. Yes, that's right. Yes, I'm in the vortex with the patch. Yes, I love you. When you coming? Naturally clever, and you too with the patch and our spars. We are the vortex. Come on, y'all. Is we bad today? Yo, we so bad. I hope the rest of y'all. Hey, y'all. The Trinity on me, and naturally, and Lisa B. Okay, you know what, Lisa, the answers are please. The annual International African Street Festival was affected by the COVID thing. Oh, but look, you going strong across the waters to still bring a yes, ma'am. Thank you, Midasi. Yes, Natural Cover, yes. Only boogie, yes, y'all. Love you, ladies. Had a ball. And all the other ladies that join in, enjoy the day, enjoy your morning, and I will see you with these tables and chairs. We'll see how this rain works. But I cry don't stop in the rain. It be just as I cry. So we'll work it out. Love you, ladies. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Donate if you was led by this. Donate. I'll leave all the links in the